Okay, we've woken up to a glorious day in Kalgoorlie. We had the day off yesterday. It was pouring down. It was freezing. There were thunderstorms. But the weather's turned it back on again for us today, hasn't it, Animal, hey?
Oh yes, what a cracker day.
Cracker day.
Bloody ripper.
Okay, so we have this, sorry, so this is the last set of footy boots we have here. So we've got boots here. We've also got netball shoes, running shoes, walking shoes. I think there's basketball shoes, you name it. So this isn't just footy boots. It's helping out the military families, and because the reason why we did that as well is because we've seen it in Adelaide. You know, a young fella wants to get his footy boots, and his sister might be there. So we want to look after the girls as well, and not all of them play football, so they get the netball shoes and everything else. I was just talking to a mate of mine over in Geelong. He was just saying, "Hey, Berkey, it's great to see what's going on and so forth, and you guys are putting a lot of effort. But it's just it's very rewarding what we're doing, and it's just great. You probably agree, Animal. It's just great to see the smiles on the kids' faces, mate.
Oh yeah, the faces, you can't put money on that. It's just priceless, you know. And the smiles are beaming from ear to ear. It's just awesome.
So it's going to be a great little crowd in Perth. We're not sure how many riders will get there. We've been told there's a number of riders that will catch up with us, but it is the day after Anzac Day that we're meeting them. So a lot of them are ex-military or ex-servicemen. So they'll be having a big Anzac Day, and they may not be up to it the next morning.
Might not be capable.
That's exactly right. But that's not the concern. It's all good as long as we meet the kids and we get all the footy boots and netball shoes and you name it all handed out, then that's a win for us. How you going, Jimmy?
Good, mate. Ready to go.
Ready to go, mate?
Ready to smash some Ks, keep them wheels rolling, mate.
That's what I want to hear. And then you've got to head all the way back, mate.
Yeah. I've only got 4,000 Ks left. I feel fucking depressed.
It's a family channel. It's a family channel, Jimmy. Stop
Sorry,
smoking.
mate. Sorry. I feel terribly depressed. There's only 4,000 Ks left.
Well, you can always go via Broome. Broome, go across to Catherine, and then zip down the guts. There's 10,000 for you.
Mate, I've got a finance minister at home.
The ball and chain. Hello, Mrs. Nackis. We love you. Just here with Sean, who's put up an Indian Scout, as you can see here. But what's most important about this story, and I'll go into it a little bit more because I've got the article here, was written in the Advertiser. His uncle from Bairnsdale. It's a cracking story, and we'll put the information up. But have a look at the artwork on the bike. So this artwork here features in the War Museum in Canberra. So it's a big.
That's in the Vietnam wing.
It's in the Vietnam wing.
Called the Forward Scout, hence the Indian Scout.
The Forward Scout, hence the Indian Scout, is this portrait here. So who painted this mural in the first place?
Bruce Fletcher. He did the original portrait. He used to go around with them in the field. He was a war artist in Vietnam, and he'd go around with them in the field and do his sketches as per.
So this is fascinating. So these are sketches from being in the field on the ground. By Bruce, who is it? Bruce
Fletcher.
Bruce Fletcher.
Then when he get back to camp, he'd do the portraits.
Oh, they're fantastic, aren't they?
There's that one there.
Oh, there it is.
Uncle Robbie in the back.
There it is. There's the portrait there in the background.
Yeah.
And there he is, Uncle Robbie. There he is right there.
That's Bruce Fletcher.
Bruce Fletcher,
on
the
the
artist.
crutches. And that's obviously old mate there.
Hey, what a fascinating capture of history, like compared to a photo, you know. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Sean. Fantastic story and great to catch up.
Appreciate it, and you're doing good work.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Righto. Time to leave Kalgoorlie. What a fascinating story that was with Sean. The takeaway from that for me was the artist, that famous artist who's on the battlegrounds, live on the battlegrounds, painting those images. What an amazing piece of memorabilia. Good fella, Sean. And of course, he's on an Indian. Just it's just, you know, the random people that you meet and the stories they've got to tell. You know, everyone's got their story, and that was fantastic. Righto, so we're going to meet up with a few riders here who I met last night. We caught up last night and had a bit of a laugh and a carry on. We're going to meet with them this morning, and then we're going to roll out of Kalgoorlie. But before we roll out, we just need to swing past a sports store, and we're just going to buy a few pairs of boots. We're missing a few sizes for the kids in Perth. So I'll swing past the local sports store here, and hopefully they've got the sizes for us, and then we can throw them in the back of the trailer. And that means we've got all, I think it's over 50 pairs for Perth. We've got all the kids covered in Perth. Looking forward, it's going to be a great catch up in Perth. Really looking forward to it. Actually, here come the boys now, I think. So I've just pulled over. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of us here leaving Kalgoorlie. But before we leave, boys, just going to stop and buy some more footy boots for the kids.
Righto, mate.
We're missing a couple of sizes, so we're just going to pop in the local sports store. Al reckons he's got good connections here, haven't you, Al?
Yeah, mate. Yep. Just go and talk to Chris. Yep.
Just very quickly, this is Al. Now, Al's been instrumental in trying to help organise the catch up with the kids in Perth. So I've got to say thank you for that, mate. So he's reached out to me over the last month or so. Been fantastic, reaching out to all the groups, all the riders over there, and also through Legacy in Perth as well have been fantastic in trying to round up the kids. We've got a few veteran riders joining us.
Yes, yep. It's fantastic. So
just comes down to how many beers they've had on Anzac Day, because it's the next day they're catching up with us. So we'll see how many turn up, but it's not really about that. It's about making sure we catch up with the kids and look after them. Which looking forward to it,
absolutely.
Mate. So Al's organised through his connections. We've organised to have. Oh, hang on, here comes. Is that Sean?
Yeah, sure.
Here comes Sean. He's Sean. So this is Sean, who was on the camera before with his Indian Scout. He's got a beautiful blue pearl custom painted pursuit. Have a look at that big banger. So Al's organised through his connections to have the boots. There's another 30 or so boots that are waiting for us at Perth, which are all specific sizes for the kids. So we're going to roll out of here, find the local sports store, buy a few pairs, put them in the panniers or put them in the back of the truck, and then we're heading west across to Perth, across to Bruce Rock. Yeah, that's. Before I bought this Indian, I was this far from buying a Triumph Rocket. I love these machines. Look at this. Look at the back end of this thing. I was that close to being the Triumph Crusader. So Mick's on board helping out for the military kids when we get to Perth, so it's close to his heart as well. So he knows what this is all about, don't you, mate?
I certainly do.
Yep.
And really glad quite a few blokes are going to come out to Bruce Rocks.
Yes.
And do the spur of the moment thing and actually honour them properly.
Yeah, we're gonna have our own dawn service, led by you, Mick.
Oh, very good. That'll be quick.
It'll be. Righto, so there's 10 of us making the journey across to Bruce Rock. We're going to wake up tomorrow morning, have our own dawn service, and then roll on to Perth for Anzac Day. So Al and the boys I met last night for the first time. Just want to say thank you, fellas. You know, you reached out to me about a month ago and you've just been instrumental in setting up the boots for the kids over in Perth, together with Legacy. Justin, who's the president of Legacy over here in Perth, has been bloody fantastic. Dan in Adelaide, the president of South Australia, mate, you're a legend. Thank you so much for your help and assistance, as well as Defence Kids. Fantastic. Haley from Defence Kids for providing the kids up. So a big thank you to you guys. A lot of people don't realise it's very difficult sometimes to organise these things, particularly as a bloke who's on his own on a bike. So to have these connections now, and these connections have grown in the last few weeks, has just been instrumental. Thanks, fellas. here we are at Intersport in Kalgoorlie to pick up a few pairs of boots that we're missing and throw them in the back of the truck. We've got to get 4 pairs of boots for Michaela, John and James, and then we're done. The boots these days are just so good looking compared to when we were playing footy 20 years ago.
Yeah, and then we go back to Belmont.
So there's Tom Stewart. There you go. Tom Stewart, who's been signing the boots and the balls for all the kids. There he is on the wall here in Kalgoorlie. I might have mentioned we gave a footy to a kid at Madura at the Roadhouse. We gave him one of the Tom Stewart signed footies because he had a Geelong jumper on, and he got tears in his eyes. He welled up, which was a great moment. Big thank you to Chris from Intersport for looking after us. Thanks, Chris. Meeting good people on the road as always. Short pit stop. We're about 100 k's out of Southern Cross. Southern Cross? Yeah. Southern Cross. Which is kind of, I think that's like the midpoint between here and between Kalgoorlie and Perth.
Didn't we have 10 of us?
Hang on, how many are there?
I count 9.
Oh yeah,
one
Sean. Yeah. So there's 9 of us left. Sean, who was the rider with the scout that we interviewed earlier, and he was on the pursuit. He's pulled off, but thanks, Sean. He bought a pair of footy boots for the kids. Very generous of you. Thank you very much, mate. Service tomorrow morning for Anzac Day. Just had a feed at the local pub here at Southern Cross, and over the back there is what looks to be a cracking footy oval. Hang on. It looks to be an absolute cracking footy oval back here, so the boys have just headed down there because in the theme of what this is all about, and with me and my footy on the back of my motorbike, it's time to go and kick another goal. So I've been aiming to kick 100 goals around the country. I haven't added them all up, but I reckon I'm in the 70s, the 70 range at the moment. So I've got about 30 to go. So let's add Southern Cross to the list of goals for Berkey's Boot Ride. The Southern Cross Stars, they are. Have you looked up their premiership record for me? It's a beautiful ground. So this is home of the Southern Cross Stars. Not many footy teams in Australia called the Stars. Oh, it's a rip of a ground. Come on, Pops! Pops! Let's do this! Southern Cross Stars! Come on, Pops! The crowd wants it. Fergie's Boot Ride, the Southern Cross Stars. Ah! Fergie's Boot Ride Season 3 for the Southern Cross Stars. Take 1. I don't give a damn. There it is! Come round. Nothing can break me down. I'm the man. Come round and nothing can break me down. I got money in the bank. I got news for you, baby.
How's Myrtle and Greta down there, mate?
Oh.
I
got a
house on